What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and the third episode of rig culture. If you're interested in what that is, check out the other two videos and the playlist in the description. It will tell you all about it. But basically, we're here to build rigs for projects or talk about the rigs that I used on projects. I almost said the same thing there. Now, over the last few months, the Sunny crew and I have been doing a lot of different projects from all over. And so this was a good opportunity to show what I would take with me on these projects, how I pack that. I'm going to show you a director's monitor that I've built, as well as a new product that I'm really excited for, and I'm going to share a little bit of information about it. So this is going to be kind of a product-heavy video, just fair warning, but if you're interested in this, at least the middle part of me packing stuff is going to be helpful for some people that have been asking. If there's anything useful in here, make sure to like it, comment, share it, and let's get this video going. Have at it. There are infinite ways to build a director's monitor. You can go cheap or go more premium. And for those who don't know what a director's monitor is, here's a simple way of thinking about it. Essentially, it is just a monitor that has a wireless receiver that's connected to your main camera, which has a transmitter. Those two devices communicate between each other to give you the image of what the camera sees to a monitor. This is great so you don't have to be near the camera when you're looking at a shot. Now, this is the Wooden Camera Director's Monitor Cage version 3. Now, I have to be honest, the cage has a lot of quirks, and being priced at where it is doesn't make a strong argument to buy it. But let me walk you through it, and I'll tell you the good and the bad. Now, my monitor of choice is the Small HD ND7. Don't worry, the screen protector is cracked, not the actual screen. But on the back of the Wooden Camera cage is a mini V-mount plate from Wooden Camera. And over the last few months, Hollyland was kind enough to send over their Mars 4K wireless transmitter. Now, some of the standout features for me when it comes to the Mars 4K was the app integration. This came in handy when viewing on the iPad or if I needed a third monitor on set. Secondly is the low latency. It's not zero. I believe the latency is around 0.06, which is pretty darn good. Third, it is HDMI or SDI, but it's not a dual channel signal, so you can't use an HDMI input and then SDI out. It doesn't have that, but it is nice to have the versatility of having both. Now, putting this cage together is an interesting task. The things that can be improved is the fit and finish when the monitor is mounted in the cage. It's only held by these two screws with no anti-locking twist. So I did get a case from Small Rig for the ND7, and it does give a bit more friction, and it can lean against the cage itself, but it's still not the best solution. I was able to mount the Mars 4K to the battery plate of the rig, which includes a 1/4-20 adapter. Then I just added a screw to the back of it, and voila, it's on the cage. Now, again, this is just my monitor, the way I set up. I tend to keep things consistent with the brands I like to use, but this has some glaring issues, I think. So hopefully there'll be an update in the future, but maybe you can take some of these ideas from this simple cage and apply it to what you need. Okay, so starting with the backpack I normally take with me if I'm packing really light. This is the Timba 410 16-liter V2, I believe, and very slim. Really like this backpack. And I guess I'm going to show you what's in it. So the first compartment is normally where I put like my iPad. Here, basically, have an air tag because I don't want to lose my bag. And this is where I typically carry my vlogging camera, which is the XH2S, which is this camera that we're seeing here. We open this up, and then I have, very simple layout. Really like this bag. It's very just good to go, great for traveling to airports. So I have like my other body here, a mic, obviously, Kamaka mics, and some filters if I need it. And then this guy, the CRD bags, which I'll talk about a little bit later. This one's my media one, so it holds drives, cards, cables, anything like that. So yeah, very straightforward. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this is one of the big boys. This is one of my beloved bags. This is the Timba Roadie Roller 24-liter. I absolutely love this bag, and I wish I had, and I need to actually get another one, or if they made it like a a 28 liter, that'd be fantastic. But this is what I take with me every time I travel as well. It's seen a lot of wear and tear. This has been across the pond to Israel, all over the United States. Yeah, so this has different configurations a lot of the times. This most recent production, I should actually change angles so I can talk. This has a lot of different configurations. This last production, I mainly used it to carry all of the pouches that I take all my gear in. So real quick, this is the CRD bags. These are, you probably have seen these on my social channels for a while now. I'll post them out here and there. And I love these bags. They keep me organized. They keep things where it needs to be. You can clearly label it. There's some other labels you can do. And they're really sturdy, built really well. So I do have a link in the description. I think every, solo production or just even high-end stuff, if you want to stay organized, this is the route to go. So for this production, I had like a wireless kit. This was the mic. This is the XL. Oh, I guess I could talk about the different sizes. So they have a ton of different sizes. This is the largest, the XL here. They have a small one, as you saw earlier. Keep my lights in here. And then you have some medium ones. These are for batteries. Earlier I said you have the large, and here's large for wireless. And then this is my favorite pouch because it's all my tools. Tool pouch, another medium one here. So that's what, for this production, I kept all of them in here. Easy to travel with. The other thing I kept with me is my small HD 13-inch. So it fits nice and snug. There's some padding in here, as you can see, and there's some hard shell casing. So it's pretty protected as you're traveling. And I like to do, if once it's just all snugged inside, I'll put one of these kind of diapers, I guess you call lens diapers. This is from Timba as well. I have a bunch of these, and just kind of just cover it, pack it in there. If I wanted to put more foam, I could, whatever, to keep it nice and tight and snug. And I'll just stack these on top, and it's pretty easy and ready to go. Power cables, obviously, and then it has zippers up here for different. Oh, there's the plate. I was looking for this plate. Different things I need to actually keep with me or run around with. So very, very simple. And I really like this bag. It's funny, I didn't unpack any of this because I knew I was going to make this video. So this gives me now the chance to unpack everything. All right, here's for the big one. Give me a second. Okay, this is my Pelican 1535 case. Really great investment. I might need to get another one or so eventually. Again, this is multi-purpose, so this changes its packing throughout the years. I'm doing different things. There you go. There you have it. There's this guy. This is kind of like a hodgepodge of grip, lighting, and tripods. Now, I will tell you, as I'm going through this, I recommend packing it a lot safer. Sometimes when I'm traveling or with smaller productions and I got to keep the traveling as light as possible, the max I will ever take is 4 bags, and that is a lot, and airplanes don't like that most of the time. But anyway, as you see in here, I did pack a lot of things together. I should have had some like covers and stuff, but I just kind of winged it. Everything's packed so it doesn't move around. And all I'm saying is just be extra careful with your gear. This stuff has been with me for the last 3 or 4 years now. So, well, most of it is. And so some is on its last leg anyway. So I'm kind of like getting ready to move on to the next thing. So don't follow all my practices, but this is how I tend to pack a lot of stuff. Okay, anyway, let me get back to what I'll show you. So again, grip stuff, grip heads. I've made a few videos, mentions about this tripod head. Love this tripod head. It is the K7 from iFootage. Really great fluid head. I wish they had a bigger one for bigger rigs, but this does the job. All the cables are in here. Obviously, the bridge for the 300X. I like to use this little tripod. This is the Gazelle. This is the K5, and then the Gazelle legs. This is good for like keeping a really light setup when you have much smaller cameras. Okay, getting down to the bones. Slide this guy out. These are the carbon fiber legs for the K7. Really good legs as well. All right, lighting. So I rock I normally have these for my studio, but these have been kind of handy for just like backups if I needed it, just to throw some light. I am going to upgrade these as well, but I guess I can sell these eventually. But I got two of the Amaran 200Ds. You can see this one's kind of got scraped up, but that's just from over the years of using it. They've only been out for, what, 2 years now? And then this guy, my big boy, the 300X, definitely want to get the 600X. I would not pack the 600X in here unless I needed to, but this has seen some love over the years as well. Now, when it comes to weight and all this stuff, some of you might be wondering, some airlines, you definitely have to check the weight capacity. This Pelican weighs about 55 pounds when it's packed just like that, so between 50 and 65. That's going to be an extra $100 anyway. A lot of this gets billed to the client, especially with this airline I was working with, Delta. There are some different ways, obviously, to go get passes to get the weight limit up. I'm kind of lazy. I haven't done that route yet, so I need to do that. My Timba bag is just under 50 pounds, and I try to keep that. I do have a scale that I'm kind of utilize more often so I can keep price down and whatnot. But yeah, so that's how I kind of pack roughly for different productions. This is the most recent one. Kind of a small sample, but you get the idea. I've run between 3 and 4 bags when I take with me. If I have a bigger camera, we just rent those other supplemental things that I need, like C-stands, other grip, obviously all the other stuff. But if I can take what I can, I'll take it. And that's how I kind of bounce between these two different routes. So there you have it. I just want to give an honorable mention to the follow focus system that I have with me. Now, obviously, this is not going to be a full review. This is towards the end of the video, but I just want to share a few things that I like about this new system that I have with me. This is the PD Movie Live Air 3, and this is probably the most streamlined entry-level wireless follow focus system I've ever used. The build quality is impressive, the fit and finish is top-notch, and is one of the simplest setups I've seen. Once you pop in the batteries, press the little knob until it turns on. And then for the motor, do the same. To calibrate, you just press and hold for 3 seconds, and you're ready to go. Look at this thing. Look at this profile right here. This is the motor. This is really small. Now, this is not new. This has been around for a while. I did reach out to PD Movie because I was super curious, and I really like what they're offering. The build quality, again, like I said, is really nice. It feels very premium. Now, this is a primitive, first AC kind of setup. There's obviously some things missing from this, but you can obviously do this. And it comes with this, hold on, I need to get this off of the kit that they sent over. Came with this, came with the handle here. Now, there is another motor system that they have. It's called the Remote Air Pro 3. That's the one I really want to get because that would be more suitable for the jobs I have. But for mirrorless cameras like this, for a single setup, this is pretty handy. Okay, let me stop gushing real quick. There will be a full review, especially once I get my hand on the Remote Air. It can torque. It can torque. It has some torque behind it. Good grief. But yeah, this is super simple. And then if you want to make a first AC kind of setup, you just pop this on here. I might make a quick release plate so it'll be a little bit easier. And then boom, you have that now. You can pop that there and then boom, you can pull your focus, have your marks, good to go. So yeah, I know this was product heavy for this video, forgive me, but it kind of just falls along this way. I do want to share a lot of the stuff that I like to use to help my workflow. I don't change out a gear a lot. Once I get something that I like, I kind of use it till it falls apart, or I sell it to make new space for something new. So if there's anything helpful in this, definitely check out the links in the description, leave a comment, and stay tuned, because if you've been following my other social channels, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, I haven't said anything on Twitter yet, but I bought a new cinema camera and I'm waiting for it to ship. I sold my 6K Pro. Love that camera, but I'm not going to hold on to 3 cameras and one of them not being used. So obviously I'm keeping the XH2S, but this new production camera is going to be super exciting. I can't wait to get my hands on it. It's a proper cinema camera with all the bells and whistles that I need to do smaller, mid-sized productions. So I'm not going to say what it is now. Make sure to watch this next video because it'll be sort of a vloggy video. I'm heading to Cine Gear. Dang, I just aged this video already. But I am heading to Cine Gear, and I'm going to be kind of just going through the reasons why I picked this particular camera over the other 3 that I had on the list. And yeah, so okay, that's all. See you next time.